Dear viewers, I have to announce that, although I have not yet managed to conquer the world, I have managed the throne, the director of Agoty Awards. Raoul is dead. Camera, focus on me. Okay, now we'll do it my way. Let's get started. And the Agoty Awards for Best Puzzles goes to The Will of Arthur Flavington. Congrats, Guga! Hey! How did you escape? Raúl de mierda.
Hello there, my name is Alejandro Pascual. I'm an editor of 3djuegos.com, the main video game website in Spain. This year has been interesting for adventure games, maybe not my favorite year, but one that, as my top shows, makes clear the versatility of the genre. And some of these adventures have favored a certain type of design over another, be it puzzles, story, or atmosphere, or even experimentation in a new mechanics and frontiers within the genre. That's what I wanted to value the most this year, and that's why my top starts with the third place, with The Will of Arthur Flavington. It is probably one of the best in terms of puzzle design, with a design that I would dare to say follows the structure of games like Monkey Island 2, and above all, well implemented. It is often said regarding the puzzles of an adventure that it is very difficult or very easy, but for me there is not so much that category. An adventure is difficult when its puzzles are not coherent or not well signposted, and this is not the case with Arthur Flavington. Virtually all of its puzzles are signposted and make sense within the rules of its own world. It's an open-ended design that requires finding the right order in which to solve the sequence, and this is really nice to see and to play. Second place is perhaps somewhat controversial because Shards of God is not a commercial adventure. But we're not here to judge that, okay? This adventure would be on the other side of the scale from the previous one. Here puzzles are maybe not the main focus. The hook is found in its fantastic setting, a simple story also, because, well, it is a short adventure, but it is well written, and that hints at a larger and more complex universe. And all accompanied by the fantastic visuals drawn by Onsa Babra, that is truly a delight. All this together, I think, is a great representative of what I look for in an adventure, to transport you to another world, live in it, and interact with it. I think this is very important. And we come to the first place, which for me can be none other than Dreams in the Witch House. This game, I think, demonstrates the potential of somewhat conservative genre like point-and-click adventure games, right? Because this adventure is trying to reinvent itself. And I think Antilaxo has mixed the genre with sandbox and survival mechanics so well, and in the process he's created one of the best games based on the Lovecraft universe, precisely because I think he understands what makes the writer's story so great and unique. And I would dare to say that in some parts the game is better even than in the original story. This game can become obsessive, that's my case, and is constantly surprising the player with calendar mechanics, different rules, routes, decisions at every moment of the day, different endings. Even having played survival crafting games before, I have never played so unique and innovative game that does not forget to have a good design and a good atmosphere. I think it is for that the adventure of the year. Well, that's all for me. Thanks. Until the next time.
Hi everyone, this is Shorsha Dunbar from the Adventure Games Podcast. I hope everyone is doing well and you had a great 2023. And here are my top 3 point-and-click adventure games of 2023. At number 3, it's Shards of God. At number 2, it's Whispers in the West. And at number 1, it's Dreams in the Witch House. Thank you to Raul or Agoty for giving me the opportunity to be part of this, and I hope everyone has a fantastic 2024 ahead. So I'll talk to you very soon.
And the Agoty Award for Best Screenplay goes to Monolith!
Good evening, my imaginary friends. It's Sergey, adventure games streamer from Twitch. So, the best adventure game of 2023 for me is Robocop Rogue City. And that's all from me. Thanks for listening. Just kidding. Now let's get a bit serious and start from the third place. To be honest, it was a tough choice between 2 games. The first one is from the studio you may well know, and which gave us Myst series, Abduction, and of course their masterpiece, The Manhole. I'm talking about Firmament from Cyan. And the second one is from the guys who also have experience in game dev, but in this lineup made the first one. It's the game based on one of the well-known sci-fi novels by Stanislav Lem, and it's called The Invincible. As I said before, it was not easy to decide, but my choice is The Invincible. Hope it will make some people read the book and then maybe dive deeper into the sci-fi world of that time, cause there are many books and writers worth reading. Now we're moving to the second place, and here I've got Children of Silent Town. It's a cute and thought-provoking game about what happens when everyone allows their fears to take over and how questioning may lead to something very unexpected and solve many problems. Just a little clue, the game has a hidden ending, but you'll have to play it yourself to find it if you want. And finally, the absolute best adventure game of 2023 for me. This one is about a very smart bear. Now raise your hands who already knows what game I'm talking about. About horror which lies under the water, terrifying creatures and hope. The visuals and the atmosphere of the games from the Brotherhood Studios remind me of an old game called Sanitarium, which I'm a fan of. And this year they came up with a new game in their Stasis series, so please welcome Stasis Bone Totem. This is my top 3. Thanks for watching and see you on the internet.
Hi, I'm Laura, or Cressup. Thank you very much, Adventure Game of the Year Awards, for letting me hop on here and give my take on the best adventure games of the year. I play a lot of adventure games on Twitch, so do check me out below. I also interview a lot of people connected with the adventure game industry, like Tim Schafer this year, Ron Gilbert I spoke to last year. That's all on my YouTube. Just search Cressup, you'll find it there. Anyway, here are my 3 top adventure games of 2023. At number 3, Viewfinder. Very clever perspective puzzle game. If you like things like Superliminal, you'll love this. Second, American Arcadia. Now, if you like The Truman Show, you'll enjoy this one. It had a lot of plot twists, very interesting characters, fun narrative, very, very cool idea. And it was great switching between platforming and first-person puzzles as well. And in at number 1, my favourite adventure game of 2023, Dreams in the Witch House. I loved this. I thought it was very, very clever take on the Lovecraft novel and very replayable as well. Thanks very much, guys. And here's to a great 2024.
And the Agoty Awards for Best Lines of Dialogue goes to Stasis, Bone Totem. Congrats, Christopher. Congrats, Nicolas.
Hola Agoty Awards! Comme chaque année, je suis ravi de vous retrouver en tant que membre du jury de cette magnifique cérémonie qui récompense les meilleurs jeux d'aventure. Une cérémonie essentielle, car si le genre connaît un nouvel âge d'or, la presse généraliste et le grand public ne daignent toujours pas s'y intéresser. C'est pourquoi il est important de continuer à soutenir les développeurs et studios indépendants, ainsi que toutes les personnes impliquées de près ou de loin, car ce sont eux qui contribuent à faire vivre le genre que nous aimons tant. Je viens de vous le dire, les jeux d'aventure traditionnels se portent mieux que jamais. Et établir un top 3 n'a pas été chose facile. Mais comme le dit le dicton, quand faut y aller, alors je me lance, et voici selon moi les 3 meilleurs jeux de l'année. À la 3e place, j'ai choisi de récompenser The Wheel of Arthur Flubbington de chez Gu Games. Disposant d'un gameplay intuitif, la grande force de ce jeu réside dans son humour réellement hilarant, mais également dans la qualité de ses énigmes. Logiques sans jamais être frustrantes, elles sont stimulantes et procurent une grande satisfaction une fois résolues. Un jeu qui plaira aux plus expérimentés des aventuriers. À la 2e place, j'ai choisi Dreams in the Witch House développé par Atom Brain. Inspiré par les écrits de Lovecraft, ce jeu combine de manière admirable les point and click traditionnels avec des éléments de RPG ainsi que de gestion de survie, et les choix que vous faites ont un réel impact sur le déroulé de l'histoire. Saisir toutes les mécaniques demande un certain effort, mais une fois celle-ci maîtrisée, une formidable aventure s'offre à vous. Et voici maintenant le jeu que j'ai choisi de récompenser à la 1re place de mon classement. Il s'agit de Stasis Bon Totem de chez Brotherhood Game. Ce jeu de science-fiction horreur sous-marine s'adresse à un certain public de par son côté anxiogène et gore assez prononcé. Mais si ce genre d'ambiance ne vous rebute pas, vous y découvrirez alors un scénario captivant avec des personnages attachants et admirablement bien écrits. Ajoutez à ça des décors et des cinématiques sublimes, des bruitages immersifs à vous filer la chair de poule ainsi qu'une réalisation d'ensemble à couper le souffle, et vous obtenez là une œuvre grandiose à ne manquer sous aucun prétexte.
Oh, hi there. This is Jore'ls. I'm a gaming historian, freelance journalist, and at the moment features editor at Ufinity. But today we're talking about adventure games, and these are my 3 picks for the best adventure games of 2023. Number 3 is Space for the Unbound, a great game from Indonesia, a balance between happiness and sadness, a story of how hard it is to keep your inner child alive. Not all of the minigames worked, but the story more than makes up for any faults in the gameplay, really. So definitely recommend it. Number 2, Shadows of Doubt, a great sandboxy experience. You're a private investigator piecing together clues, lots of freedom for the player, so many interesting mechanics. Looking forward to see how that game evolves in 2024. Hopefully we see a full release because it's still in early access, but again, a great experience. Still pretty much one of the most interesting this year. Number 1, Slay the Princess, absolutely one of the best visual novels I've played all year, if not in the last few years for sure. Perfectly written plot, so well oiled, and so many different topics to think about, personal reflections, philosophical reflections. I wasn't a great fan of the ending, but anything that comes right before that, it's absolutely fantastic, and great voice acting by just two actors, great writing, perfect experience, absolutely love it. So that's my favorite adventure game of this year, and those were my picks. Thank you.
And the Agoty Award for Best Soundtrack, Sound Effects and Dubbing goes to Monolith. Congrats, Korean voice artist.
Hello everyone, Tyrion here, or Tyrion Shepherd, as some of you will know me from Twitter or YouTube or various other social media sites where I cover a whole array of adventure games, and I'm very, very excited to be included in this year's Adventure Game of the Year Awards nominations. So a big thank you to the guys over at the Adventure Game of the Year Awards for including me in this. Narrowing down the list of all the adventure games I've played this year to just a top 3 has been incredibly difficult. I've agonised over it for around about 6 weeks now, and I think I'm finally happy with the 3 that I've chosen. So without further ado, here are my top 3 adventure games of 2023. In third place, Shards of God. In second place, we've got Tommy Gun Witches. And in first place, my favourite adventure game of 2023 is Vern, The Shape of Fantasy.
Hello everyone, my name is Tomasz and that's my top 3. Third place, The Carnation. The game has some David Lynch vibes and the story is a puzzle itself. Second place, Monolith. Really nice point and click, traditional point and click adventure game. And the winner is Blood Circus. Wow, the game is really unique. It's a mix of traditional adventure game with survival horror and the story is original and unique. So that's my first place.
Hi, my name is Hugo Rojo and I manage the Twitter account Rojaventuras. Yes, still call it Twitter. Now I also launched a YouTube channel with the same name. And I write for the video game website RK Gamer. It's an honor and a pleasure to participate another year in the international jury of Agoty. Thank you very much, Raul and company. Well, let's go to the point. These are my 3 favorite adventures, starting with the third one and ending with the one I like the most. I had a hard time deciding the third place, but I think The Will of Arthur Flavington deserves it. This adventure by the Italian developer Goo Games probably has the best and most ambitious puzzle design among the ones I've played this year. It's true that the story is more of an excuse to string together jokes and puzzles, but that doesn't detract from its value. If you like classic challenges, silly puns and exercising your neurons, you will enjoy this great adventure. In second place we have Monolith, the return of the legendary German studio Animation Arts. A very attractive setting, a very interesting puzzle design with some particularly good puzzles and a story that doesn't bring anything new but maintains the intrigue very well. The best adventure of the studio in my opinion. I think there is a lot of merit in making an entertaining adventure when the protagonist is alone most of the time. And my favorite adventure game for 2023 was A Space for the Unbound by Indonesian studio Mojang. From the very first moment I fell in love with this game. Its story, its pacing, its portrait of rural Indonesia in the 90s, its variety of puzzles and the emotional intensity of its fifth act live rent-free in my head. It also has a beautiful pixel art and we can name and pet all the cats that appeared in the game. I love it. Thank you again and I wish you all 2024 full of great adventures. Bye bye.
And the Agoty Award for Best Visual Art and Animations goes to Monolith. Congrats over and over again, Oliver and Marco.
Hi there, welcome to the Agoty Awards 2023. I'm Ramon Wilhelm and I want to show you my top 3 favorite adventure games of the year 2023. Now let's get started. Number 3, Tommy Gun Witches by Cosmic Void. A wonderful first-person adventure with nice graphics and nice puzzles and an engaging story. What else could you want? Let's move on with number 2, Midnight Scenes from the Woods by Octavi Navarro. This game has a cinematic plot and a gruesome story that captivated me. If you like the Twilight Zone, you will love this game too. Mwah. Before I call my number 1 pick, I want to recommend every game entry from the Adventure Jam 2023 and from the $107 Adventure Challenge. Every game was so fun to play and wonderful, and I also want you to check out the Suspect Foul Play. Wonderful games, I totally recommend. Now here comes my top favorite adventure game of the year 2023, and it is The Will of Arthur Flemington. What can I say? This game has one of the funniest and wittiest lines I have ever heard. The 2 protagonists are outstanding and I had to laugh over and over again. I love this game. Yeah! That's it. These are my top 3 adventure games of the year 2023. Thanks for joining me and see you next time. So, excuse me, now I want something for dinner. What we have here? Ah, pizza. Pineapple? Pineapple? Ah!
Hello, I'm Taco Adventure. I am on a challenge to beat every single graphical PC English language adventure game ever made, and I also run the adventure game database at adventuregamedb.com. I was asked to pick my top 3 adventure games from 2023, and these are the 3 that I have chosen. Number 3 is Dangerous, the Rumisode Triungulant. These were Flash games released in 2008. They were remade in 2023 with new graphics, voices, and cutscenes, tying them all together into a coherent story. A typical point-and-click affair with good puzzles and a hilarious script. Number 2 is Oxenfree 2 Lost Signals, the sequel to Oxenfree. And number 1 is Loretta, a narrative adventure game with a multitude of different endings.
And the Agoty Award for Best Character goes to Oliver Mills, star of Blood Circus. Congrats, Timo. Congrats, Pablo.
Hi there, my name is Agustin Ralui from the Spanish podcast Observa de Mana, and I'm very happy to be a part of the Agoty Awards International Jury. Today, we are celebrating an amazing year for adventure games in terms of interactive storytelling, immersive environments, engaging characters, and of course, challenging puzzles. I would like to take a moment to thank and applaud designers, writers, artists, music composers, programmers, voice actors, and everyone else involved in crafting such remarkable games. It's because of their creativity, dedication, and passion that we've been able to live a year of incredible adventure. And here are our top 3 adventure games of the year. Number 3 is Guga's The Will of Arthur Flemington. Number 2 is Animation Arts Monolith. And finally, number 1 is the Brotherhood Stasis von Totem. So, see you around next year and happy adventuring.
Muy buenas aventureros y aventureras, ¿qué tal? Soy Sergio Márquez del Point and Click Podcast y la verdad que es un honor estar este año de nuevo, por segunda vez consecutiva, formando parte de este jurado y dando estos premios a la mejor aventura del año 2023. Número 3. Y para mí el número 3 ha sido una aventura gráfica que me ha parecido bellísima. Me estoy refiriendo a Space for the Unbound. Se me ha dicho mal, Space for the Unbound. Me ha parecido sensacional el aspecto gráfico, me gustó mucho lo que es la historia, con unos toques así, muy, bueno, siendo una aventura japonesa, pues unos toques muy japoneses, me recuerda un montón a historias que hemos visto provenientes del estudio Ghibli y demás, películas más actuales y de directores pues nipones más actuales, pero la verdad que esta aventura gráfica me pareció muy chula, con ese apartado gráfico, ese apartado artístico y esa historia tan chula, llena de magia también, que me pareció pues una historia muy entrañable, y por eso pues le he dado ese número 3 de todas las aventuras que hemos tenido este año, que la verdad que hay aventuras gráficas muy potentes. En el número 2 he querido traer una aventura gráfica que ya viene de una saga de terror, ¿no? Me estoy refiriendo a Stasis, The Bone Totem. La verdad que esta ambientación esta vez nos lleva a una estación marítima, ¿no? Perdida en el océano y llena pues de misterios, llena de animales, de criaturas terroríficas. La verdad que me ha parecido una aventura pues con una ambientación entrañable y Stasis Bone Totem, pues la verdad que vuelve a hacerse hacerse un poquito con ese apartado, tocando esas teclas de nuestro inconsciente, generándonos ese terror y robándonos el corazón, ¿no? Dejándonos fríos en esta historia, nunca mejor dicho, fríos, es que estamos en alta mar, estamos sintiendo la verdad que los escalofríos que nos produce ese terror en la que este estudio nos vuelve a meter en este Space Totem, así que le doy ese número 2 a esta fabulosa aventura. Y ya sin más, vamos con el número 1. Creo que el número 1, lógicamente, estaría para mí, es indiscutible que Dreams in the Witch House es una aventura gráfica que se merece ese número 1 por la valentía. Sí que es verdad que yo los primeros compases de juego lo vi un poquito artificial, pero consigue meternos en lo que es el ambiente protagonista de unas novelas de cualquier novela de Lovecraft, ¿no? Y en esta historia pues la verdad que sentimos el terror, sentimos el pánico, sentimos esa claustrofobia casi de estar sintiendo el frío, sintiendo el que no tenemos dinero, que no tenemos recursos, ¿no? Para pasar esas noches, esa estancia en esta casa, ¿no? Ya de misterio, ya de terror, ¿no? La verdad que me ha parecido una aventura gráfica que juega con muchos ingredientes y que al fin y al cabo pues estamos delante de un point and click, que las mecánicas son puramente las de point and click, pero que nos lleva a otros apartados y otros elementos de otros juegos como los juegos de gestión de recursos y demás. Y la verdad que lo encuentro una aventura gráfica de estar aquí hoy en el número 1 y formando parte de todo el elenco de mis compañeros también, que están dando estos premios hoy en estos premios de Agoty Awards. Así que nada, espero que haya sido un resultado, yo creo que ha sido bastante común. Tampoco me he destacado del resto, supongo que de mis compañeros, pero ahí está mi opinión. Y nada, felicidades a los premiados y nos vemos en el año que viene en nuestros premios Agoty de nuevo y nos escuchamos por el Point and Click Podcast. Un fuerte beso para todos y hasta pronto.
And the Agoty Award for Best Adventure Game by International Jury goes to Dreams in the Witch House. Congrats, Santi. Fantastic work.
Hey, don't you think you should judge Best Smile again?
Oh, all right.
I like the quiet one with the big teeth.
There's nothing in the rules about them being white.
First place goes to the mummy.
Agreed.
Well, that makes him best of show.
Let's go congratulate him.
He is very well preserved.
I'll miss his laugh.
It's time to give him his winnings and start packing up. We gotta get this whole show to Baltimore by Thursday.
Yes, our work here is done.